I'm crippled, for example. Definitely crippled. Definitely crippled.
All right, what's going on? Are you injured? Dealing with radiation or struggling with addiction?
You did go to medical school, yes?
Yes.
No, you didn't. I'm afraid
Goodbye.
I'm finding it very hard to believe that, seeing as you are missing the fact that I've got a broken arm. All right, shuffle over. I need to sleep too.
Yippee-yay.
Morning. You know, we really should have introduced ourselves, but apparently you're not particularly interested in that.
Rumor is Arnie turned down a whole group of NCR bureaucrats. Said they smelled like bullshit.
Right. Okay then. Excellent. Source of some gossip, I guess. And for breakfast, what do I have this time? I have got... Have I tried the Zeaton jerky? I don't think I have. So you know what? Let's try that. So, I've got a number of things to do today, which is fairly standard, actually. And I think I'm going to just start by chatting to the no-go people. That's the Crimson Caravan. Maybe I should chat to them as well. Now, I haven't done that other task for this guy. Okay.
Hi there. How can I help you?
How's business?
Steady competition with Crimson. Not so steady business right now. People can't decide between picking our superior goods or their inferior products. I blame those stupid posters they've been putting up everywhere. If we had a poster maker of our own, business would be booming.
So, get a poster
Later.
maker. Please just don't ask me. Hey!
Welcome
Doc.
back to Fargo Foods.
Hi. Oh, right. Would you be willing to make a trade deal with Fort Weston to supply them maize for the vertibirds?
We'd be happy to work with the base, but we have other priorities to take care of first. Tell you what, if you finish helping Anello and I first, we'll get you more maize at the same rate the base was paying before.
No. Nope.
Goodbye.
Yep, nope. She did say no shady. And I'm not against a little bit of shady. A little bit of shady goes a long, long way. But I feel like that was asking lots of people to sell their souls to the devil. And that's just a tad too much shady for my liking. It's the junkyard, wasn't it? Might be parts I could find there, but I don't need to anymore. Okay then, so I'm going to have to speak to Stanton. Should I do that now? The thing is I've got other reasons to speak to him, but I do need to find Mayor Morton. And you know what? Just for some odd reason, I want to do a few other things first. Perhaps build up some favours. I think I want to sort out the sheriff. Hey!
Thank you for helping my wife Amelia see reason and get medical care.
Excellent. Gone. Just...
Goodbye.
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking for someone called Stubbs. Is that the somewhat overworked, extremely tired... I've not discovered this. I've been here before. Why am I discovering this? Haven't I been here? Isn't this where the extremely overworked gentleman was? No. Hi.
Got business here?
I might have. Who are you?
My name is Stubbs, and I'm the agricultural manager for Hacienda Stanton.
Excellent. Tell me about your boss.
Frick Stanton. I've been working with him for, going on 20 years now. Stanton's not for everyone. He demands perfection, and he's pretty abrasive to talk to. I've never had a problem with him, though. He lets me set my own quotas, and I've met and surpassed them every quarter.
Okay, how'd you end up working for him then?
Worked for a different baron back in the hub. Name of Jemima Hartley. I was an agricultural manager then, too. Got laid off in the '60 recession for not meeting her quotas in a bad harvest year. Signed on with him back when he first started buying land in Baker. Been with him ever since.
Okay. Alright. And where do your workers come from?
Most of them are farmers from Maxon. A lot of their farms got burned in the war with the Brotherhood, and they work for dirt cheap.
Isn't that a little exploitative?
No more so than any of the other barons. Most of them get around the labor laws by hiring immigrants from Oregon under the table. We at least hire Californians down on their luck. We don't even need to do this. Stanton only operates these local farms because it helps offset the operating cost of his villa.
Okay. So, the main reason I'm here is to ask you to supply maize to Fort Weston.
We already do supply maize to Fort Weston. We feed the entire fort, which is a difficult task, I assure you. We will need to raise the price per unit by, let's say 20%, to offset the increased demand.
Oh, can I... Could you... I don't want to pay the increased rate just yet. I'm going to have to think about this.
You do that.
But in the meantime...
Got business here?
I am looking for work.
Not really taking on any new farmers right now. You could talk to my boss. He might have work for you.
Okay, well, all right, fine. Then I'm just going to
We already do supply maize to Fort Weston.
Look.
We feed the entire fort, which is a difficult task, I assure you.
I got you, right.
We will need to...
Shush! Look, I just wanted to find out if you had some work because I was willing to help out, but I've already been helping out, Mr. Stanton, and I'm continuing to do so. So I feel like the same rate is more than fair.
Very well, I'll let it slide this time.
Yes.
I don't know why you'd stick your neck out to save the Republic money, but to each their own, I guess.
Right, no, excellent. Another win. Okay, so I didn't need to do any more work for him, and probably the fact that I'm at least nominally helping his boss out helped. So, let's just go and give her the good news. I don't need to get the maize as well. No. Steady supplies enough. 30 extra maize would probably make no difference. I need to work on my cardio. Yes, I do. Alright, this hopefully will be her done, and then the NCR will look a little more kindly on me. And then I think I want to go on...
has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
Yes. Yes, it should. Hi.
Hey again.
Got you. Right, I made a deal with Stanton Farms. You'll get your maize, but they raised the price. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Can I get repairs?
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely need that. And you know what? Probably that as well. This, not so much. Combat helmet, I should probably just sell all this crap. Okay. No! I got him to drop his...
Hey again.
I got him to... Okay, I made a deal with the Stanton Farms. They'll get the maize, but they raised the price, and then I talked him out of it.
Can't say I'm excited to work with Stanton Farms. Now we'll just have to see if the brass will let us get some proper pilots over here to fly these things. If they ever get through the mountains of approvals necessary, maybe we'll let them loose on the Legion. Hell, who am I kidding? They'll sit here until they break again. At least we can evac some troops if all hell breaks loose.
Right. That was it. That was it?
Hey again.
Okay then. Excellent.
See you.
Right. And honestly, I don't know why You're getting a good deal. You're getting a good deal. They're getting the best deal. That was annoying. That was annoying and then some. Doesn't matter. I'm racking up the wins. Yes, I am. I'm getting one step closer to knowing exactly what is going on here. But to do that, I think I want to... Yeah, I want Bud on my side. I want to have a chat with him. Speak to the Colonel? Not yet. Determine if Mayor Morton is planning something. That's the plan. I need to talk to Deputy Bob about... oh my god, I've forgotten his name. Elias, I believe. Yes, no, took a second. But again, he probably won't want to deal with anything until I've sorted out the small problem with the sheriff. I'm wondering... Now, I know his wife, ex-cannibal, over there. Should I talk to her first? Let's have a look. What do I have? Fixing things, but I'm not going to punch her in the face. Salesman, barter's nice, but no. Right, so... Am I going to have to do a few other things around here to work on my people skills? Possibly. Let's go and chat with her. Hi!
Welcome back.
Could you tell me about the jackals again?
One day, this guy calling himself...
Yeah, I want to know what the problem is exactly.
Alcohol. I quit cold turkey because of him a long time ago. It's a damn shame that he's gone down that path.
What I really need to... Okay, nice. I want to know what not to say around him. I don't want to open... Yeah, right. Thing is, I'm trying to help him out, but I do want to know what not to say so I don't open, you know, old wounds, yeah?
Fine. He can't have kids anymore. He told me that he had one a long time ago who died of cholera. But ever since then, nothing.
Oh.
We've tried, but the doctors told him that he just can't have them anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, that I can understand why that makes him a little depressed, but...
Stay safe out there.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Talk to Seymour. Seymour. Seymour? Who's Seymour? And why am I having to resist the urge to shout, "Feed me, Seymour"? Hi.
Saw another family headed down the 15 yesterday. Didn't look like they had a destination in mind.
Another? Really? That's an awful lot of them. Are you Seymour? No. So, who is Seymour? Where? Is there a Seymour in the house? I'm looking for a Seymour. Seymour. You look like a Seymour. There's a joke in there, isn't there? Look like Seymour.
Hello there. I don't believe we've met. Name's Seymour, Hub Sun. It's a pleasure to meet you.
What's the Hub Sun?
Hub City's preeminent newspaper. But honestly, the best one printed in the whole state.
You're the press?
Been with them for 6 years.
Oh, are you the one blackmailing? So you're a journalist, then?
That's right. 21 years with the Reading Times and 6 years with the Hub Sun.
Okay. What's going on in Baker these days?
Well, there were some raids on some caravans down the road. There was a shootout at the town hall, and a new colonel got stationed here.
Raids? Oh, tell me about the raids.
There was some big news. 5 caravans were taken out a month ago. Stuff like that hasn't happened here in over a decade, so people were freaking out. But they never hit the town. I heard that the NCR lost control of their correctional facility out east, so maybe these guys are escaped convicts.
Yeah, I've run into those guys before. A shootout at the town hall sounds like it would be big news.
It would be, but the town hall is locked down. The sheriff's office and the town hall are refusing press, and my own investigations have failed to turn up anything.
I mean, that seems like big news in of itself. The cover-up. The silence. You know? Oh, no? Tell me about the colonel, then.
Royas is nothing less than the ideal personification of the Californian soldier. Strict, disciplined, fair, forward-thinking. I served under him back when he was a major, and I recently got some time to talk with him off the record. He hasn't changed at all.
Okay. Well, that's enough about that, then.
Oh, but we were getting to the good stuff.
Ooh, feel free. I have a tip for you. No, I don't. Okay, I am curious as to what your politics are.
I'll talk about it, but I try to stay neutral. It's so hard to be unbiased these days.
You don't seem unbiased regarding the colonel. What are your thoughts on the NCR?
I've lived in it my whole life, so I don't know what else to compare it to. All I can really say is that everyone and everywhere is different. Nowhere is perfect, and everywhere is at least a little okay.
Everywhere? Do you think the NCR should even be in the Mojave?
That's an unpopular opinion back home, but I really don't see the value in annexing Vegas. The dam, sure, but Vegas, no. And Kimball's talking about making it a state before Redding? Give me a break. The only reason people are pissed at him these days is because no one's sure if we're winning, and that's worse than losing.
Okay. So, yeah, what are your real thoughts on Kimball, then?
What do I think of Kimball? A lot of things. I know I was in the minority at the Times Hub field office when I wasn't happy to see him get elected. I know they were still pissed about the riots in '73, but he runs on a military intervention in the Mojave. He gets his intervention. But he's not happy with people knowing about what's coming next. I don't trust that.
It does seem a little shady, doesn't it? Well, to be honest with you, that's enough about that, then.
But we were getting to the good stuff.
No. Yeah, I don't really care about your opinion on the Legion. I've got questions about your journalism.
Sure. It's the Fourth Estate's job to inform.
Okay, how did you become a journalist?
Well, in my youth, I signed up with the Army for the scholarship money. To help me out with experience before college, I was given a job with the Army's newspaper. The Brotherhood War broke out not long afterwards, so I reported on that. After my service was up, I went to college, got an internship with the Reading Times, and the rest was history.
Okay, what did you report on then?
Well, because of my combat record, I got permission to report on the Brotherhood War. I was there during the Battle of Fresno. Had a Brotherhood paladin kill 20 troopers in front of me before he committed suicide. I wasn't really happy with combat reporting after that, so I asked for a different post.
Okay.
Crime reporting.
He committed suicide? Alright. What was crime reporting like then?
It was different. I was always on edge on the front, and I expected that to go away after I moved to the city. But going alongside Boneyard Maximum Force squads into the Mar, it was just like that feeling. But man, it actually felt like I was making a difference there. Less censorship. I helped clean up the Mar, and I am damn proud of that.
Alright then, what was your biggest scoop?
The Hub riots of '73, probably. It's the one that got me to the Hub Sun without an interview. Hell of a thing seeing 1st Recon out in the streets of a city instead of on the front. I don't feel like I made a difference there. I was just observing.
Okay, so now we're getting to the real stuff. What are you currently reporting on in Baker?
Nothing. I was supposed to report on the Mojave campaign. But no. Old General Oliver bans the press from reporting there. As in, I can be arrested for reporting there. So instead, I just interview people coming back from the front.
Why?
Maybe the NCR isn't doing as well as Kimball says we are. Or maybe we are winning, but the prices we're paying are too high. Or maybe what we're doing there is so horrible that the administration doesn't want to take credit for it. I can only speculate, but I don't print my speculations.
So you hope to get details from people on the way back. Alright, smart I guess. So I've got some other questions.
Sure.
Actually, I might have a tip for you.
Yeah? Let me get my pen.
No, I don't.
Oh, I was hoping you had a great story for me.
No, I was hoping...
Later.
I was hoping you had a great story for me. Ah. Yeah, that's one way to get rid of the sheriff. That would make Bud the sheriff, but... Is that what Bud would want? Yeah, maybe he would. If the sheriff was no longer the sheriff, he would take over, probably do a better job, because the sheriff's an alcoholic, and maybe the sheriff could sort his life out. But I suspect it would be better if we could convince the sheriff to give up alcohol. He's more likely to... Hi.
The town's on edge with all these refugees passing through.
Hey there.
Yikes.
Morning.
Loud cat, that is, isn't it, eh? That's a cat who knows how to meow with some gusto. All right.
What do you need?
I need to talk to you. I'm here to formally ask you to quit drinking.
Oh, Bub dragged you into this, huh?
Yep.
The simple fact of the matter is, what we're doing is working fine enough. I've been improving. I've cut back substantially. He knows this. And while I'm ashamed of my past actions, I have no intentions of stepping down.
Right. Don't think that's gonna work. Look, I spoke to your wife. She still cares about you. Is it your ex-wife? Do this for her, mate.
Cynthia, I've let her down. I've let myself down. So what? Should I step back for a bit? Let Bub run everything?
Just for a while, and then reassess. No, that's hardly different from how it is right now. That's a bit harsh. Yeah, just for a while. After that, reassess. Try to kick the alcohol, yeah?
True. I'll get myself checked into the clinic, but what do you think should happen next?
Oh. Without a question, you have to get clean. After that, maybe you should step back a bit. Deputy, you think you could stay on as sheriff? If I could show you... I think you could stay on as sheriff if you show that you went cold turkey. No drugs, just rest. I think you could probably stay on as sheriff if you went cold turkey.
I don't know. I've been sheriff for, I don't even know how long. This is 31 years? I'm fine with one last charge into the gates of hell, because we all have to leave this earth sometime. You better talk to Bub about this. It's also important to bring the clinic into the loop. I'm gonna need people on standby to avoid the seizures, especially at my age.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Right. Make sure there's a follower on standby. Probably should do that first. Yeah, do that first, and we're talking clinic. Right. Okay, this is good news. He agreed to it. Glad I spoke to his wife first. I think she was a little easier to persuade than he would have been. Whoa! Almost ran straight into barbed wire. That would have been... Okay. Shouldn't be running anyway. Ruins my calm, cool demeanor.
Did you need medical assistance?
No. I don't... I know you don't have many beds, but this one is actually important. It's the sheriff.
The sheriff? What will he be in for?
Okay. He needs chronic alcoholism.
If it's only for maybe a week or so, we can spare a doctor. Talk to Sister Mercy over in the church. See if we can get a bed there.
Sister Mercy Church. Excellent. Where the actual is the church? I didn't even know you had a church. Where's... Have I been running past the church? I mean, that's a town. Oh. Yes, indeed. Been running past the church all this time. Paying it no mind. Cool, calm demeanor. don't know which door is... That would be the door for very, very short people. Scooch down and... Oof. Okay then. Hi.
Hello, brother.
Are you with the followers?
We work with them, but we are not the same organization. I am Sister Mercy, and you are standing in Our Lady of the Desert, our very own mission in Baker.
What does Sister Mercy mean?
My first name is Mercy. Sister is my title.
Okay.
My name means compassion, forgiveness, and kindness. The same ideals we hope to share with Baker.
Is that like a... And what are you doing here exactly?
I once followed in the footsteps of Mother Angela, the first of the asceticists who broke away from the NCR to pursue lives of spirituality and calm. These days, I invite the world to share their ills and dispense advice. Occasionally, I help the followers.
So basically you're religious?
That is correct. We believe that true devotion to God can only be achieved through isolation. Unfortunately, as the NCR continues to expand eastward, many of us have left further east still. I am the only one left in Baker. I am not even a true nun anymore. Too many people.
Who's Mother Angela then?
A healer from the hub who left the city, believing that the noise of the people drowned out the voice of God. She journeyed east and discovered this temple in the middle of nowhere, long before the masses arrived. Once they came, she decided to journey further east.
Okay. Where'd she end up then?
I don't know, but she's never come back.
Okay then. I have some other questions.
Sure.
Slightly more important. Who's the other guy?
His name is Right. He doesn't worship our God, but he's dedicated to spirituality just as we are. Calls himself Dharmist.
Do I require counsel? I might require counsel.
Very well. I will hear your sorrows.
Oh, I have no sorrows. I can't stop killing people. I got shot in the head.
Do you require medical attention?
Usually, yes. I get headaches from time to time, and I've been more irritable too, I think. I can't quite remember before being shot in the head, but it stands to reason that I'd be slightly more cranky, all things considered.
I've seen many people with trauma, seen them go from kind to angry after terrible tragedies. It's normal, but you should still hold on to the kindness.
Okay, fine. Fine, that's...
God bless you.
And, oh, no. I have something else to talk to.
Hello, brother.
Yes, the followers requested you make your clinic available to a patient of theirs, alcoholic.
I know who you mean. That punctures even my isolation. Tell him that he is more than welcome to come here.
Oh, excellent.
God bless you.
Right, excellent. Hi.
I don't believe we've met. Welcome,
I believe
traveler.
you are correct.
I am Tyler Wright. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And what religion do you follow again?
I am a follower of the way of Rita.
Rita. Okay. I'll bite. Tell me more.
There's a lot to say. It is an ancient religion. Older than the war, older than the country whose dead bones you walk, older than perhaps even the ground itself. Still, I suppose I can give you the basics. Everyone has karma. All the choices you make, the life you live, they change the world around you. All those karmas interact with each other. In our vast and infinite cosmos, there are rules by which these karmas meet. The rules in the world they make are called Rita. The Rita must be reinforced through righteous actions. The way of Rita seeks to show the world righteous actions.
Do you think people go out and just do the wrong thing without your religion, or is it possible to, do the right thing without being told you should do it for Rita?
The wrong thing is rewarding, a path to power and riches. The right thing is not. Anyone who understands that is at risk of temptation, and if everyone is tempted, everyone gives in. This is what happened before the deluge. The Ritza had rotted through in 2077. All those consequences of all those actions annihilated the earth. But the bombs were not the greatest punishment. The Kali Yuga refused to end. The Ritza was so broken that not even the great Buddha himself could usher in the repurification of humanity. We live in a broken world. If we all do the right thing, then one day it may be fixed, and our apocalypse will be over.
You didn't really answer my question, though. Could people do the right thing without needing your religious teaching? You know what? I think I'm just done with the questions on this.
You may ask.
I'm off. I'm going.
Follow the way.
I'm about to go off.
All that you do.
I don't... Yeah, no, I see, I'm going to do the right thing right now, which is help the sheriff. And I did not need Retard to tell me to do that. So I'm still unsure where you stand on that issue. And I'm talking to the universe now. Possibly more likely to give me a sensible answer than that man. However... Right! Sheriff! Oh, my man.
What do you need?
I need you to put that bottle back right now. The clinic has made themselves available to you. Get.
All right, I'll head over there and talk to Bub. Get the arrangements made.
Hey, Bub's here. He's right there. There. Good conversation. Excellent. Well done. Bravo. Okay, well, first things first. Let's turn the radio off. Okay. Bub?
I'm on duty, so make it quick.
Yeah, I've got an update on you about your sheriff. He's supposed to be telling you this himself, but apparently he's plucking up the courage.
Yes?
Nolan wants to stay on as sheriff, yes, but he's promised to check himself into the clinic.
My first instinct is to deny that request. The man is old. Back in the hub, he'd be facing mandatory retirement.
Okay.
In any event, he's violated the law knowingly and repeatedly. That's prosecution worthy.
Oh.
In my view, the only way to clean things up around here is by showing the people that we've really changed. Put some faith back in us.
Okay. Look, even with his mess-ups, the people still picked Nolan. They did! He was their choice. We should respect that, right?
Well, they have voted him in every year he's been here. That's true. I want to restore faith in the sheriff's office. I suppose it would be necessary to keep him on board. Play the political games. Damn. Even here, I can't get away from them. Fine. He can stay on as sheriff. I will be taking on the role of active sheriff during his rehab, but I will give it up once he leaves. Give us a few days to sort things out. We can talk about some additional work once things are settled, if you're interested.
Oh, I might be.
Sure.
But in the meantime, I do have some other...
I'm on duty, so make it quick.
I have a criminal report to file. I do!
Absolutely. What's the nature of the complaint?
A man named Elias Turner has had his identity stolen.
Identity theft is a serious problem for caravaneers due to the sheer amount of paperwork that has to be filed. Out of curiosity, the way you said it, you're not Elias Turner? Is there a particular reason you're filing and not him?
Okay, he had his identity stolen in the Mojave, and I came from there and I just said I'd sort this out for him. I didn't realize it was going to take this bloody long at the time. I might have refused otherwise.
Oh, that's going to be a problem. If he can't present himself here, then the matter is technically out of our jurisdiction. That said, while we were talking, I did recall that an arrest of a different Elias Turner occurred on the road to Hub City.
So there's nothing you can do?
We'll have to wait for the Hub Stadies to finish their investigation before I can move on this and request forms. I can help, but it will take at least a month before I can get what I need to properly file the case and get a motion to let your friend through. My recommendation would be to secure a military pass from the Colonel at Fort Weston.
Of course. We're right back to that, aren't we?
Sure.
Oh dear. Oh yeah. Okay, well, I'm thinking I still work on my people skills. They seem to be coming in handy. I'm also thinking... It does seem like being able to fix things has been remarkably useful. So why not? And I still have one left. That would even that, although explosives is probably more useful, but that would just even it out. And I like round numbers. Yeah, that's so tough. Or fives. Things in fives. Zeros and fives. And yeah, not round numbers. I like multiples of 5 for reasons that are inexplicable. But there you go. And now I am tempted by retention. But honestly, so little time. I just want to keep learning. I feel like that's gonna be useful. Yes, indeed. Okay, then. Well, that didn't exactly get me what I wanted, which was a solution to this problem. Is there an issue, officers? Is there a reason you're both walking in single file, pointing your weapons forward? Oh, please tell me you're not going to pick a fight with the super mutant.
Hey there.
Hi. Oh yeah, that's not worryingly creepy at all.
Yippee-yay!